You do not want to know how many times I've started this video, and I think I'm probably going to have to split it into two, because I have so many books, and of course I have to keep rambling, and I don't have, I'm just running out of time. So I'll probably do 5 or 6 books, and then go over and split it, and make this a two-parter. But unfortunately, I ramble too much as I am now, and I apologize. But anyways, welcome to Wednesday. It's comic book day. My Avengers mug, thanks to, there's actually coffee in here. I want to thank my Secret Santas back at Army Public Library for that. Not only a combination of my birthday and my retirement. Thank you, ladies. That was really lovely of you, and I appreciate that, and I do use it. And also the other stuff that you were kind enough to give me around my last month. Total surprise, and I'll never forget you. Let's start out with Jughead from Archie. This is The Hunger, in which Jughead is a werewolf. He's being hunted by Betty Cooper, who was that universe's version of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, except she's after werewolves. The other Riverdale characters appear. This is sort of in that that afterlife with Archie style, although not part of that same universe as with the Sabrina, Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which are also, I mean, they're all three of those titles are supernatural, but they don't. They don't connect. Okay. Hungry Ghosts. This is the first of the Burger Book imprint from Dark Horse. Since DC was dumb enough to let Karen Berger go, we just want to thank the folks at Dark Horse for having the class and the brains to bring her into their fold and give her own imprint. I think this is the first of the Burger books. Anyways, this is Anthony Bourdain, as a veteran chef. Anthony Bourdain, Joel Rose, New York Times bestselling writers of Get Hito, joined by artists Vanessa Del Rey, Alberto Ponticelli, and Jose Villarrubia. This is, as it says here, a circle of chefs gathered to outscare each other with terrifying tales of fear and food from around the world as they play. I'm not going to try the Japanese word. The translation being the game of 100 candles, and pray they survive the night. Looks pretty cool. If you're familiar with Anthony Bourdain, you know, at his books, his nonfiction books on restaurants, will convince you that you really shouldn't eat out ever again. And his travel shows show that, by God, maybe you should. Okay, also from the folks at DC, folks who dropped Karen Berger, all right. This is issue number 5 of Dark Metal's Dark Knight Metal, the miniseries, which takes place, and we have the, if you can see him there, the Judge Dead. I'm sorry, excuse me, the non-Judge Dead, He Who Laughs. Well, it's the Joker. No, it's, look at the character. Be creative. Pick something original. Anyways, that character. But anyways, this, my point being, that's issue number 5. Issue number 6, which ends the thing, and we're assuming the heroes are triumphant, won't be out until at least another month. But that's okay. We're so clever at DC. We're coming out with the first 2 issues of the books that tie into that final issue of Metals. So you ask yourself, well, if I had known that, I probably shouldn't have picked up this one. And I don't know if I'm going to pick up number 6, because this is certainly going to tell us what happened. Anyways, this is Damage, who's not like the old pre-52 Damage character, I'm guessing, who was like a kid who was like super strong and invulnerable, but at least look human. This is another one of those government experiment goes wrong and they're using him as a weapon, blah, blah, blah. And I was already reading in Comic Shop News that in like issue number 3 or 4, he's going to, spoilers, but who cares at this point? He's going to run into Wonder Woman, who's going to use the lasso of truth on him, and yada, yada, yada. We find out maybe something we didn't know before. You know what? I haven't read the book, and I'm always saying I don't care, which I suppose is wrong. And if the book is good or if it's bad, I promise I'll try to do a review, at least, and I'll let you know my actual thoughts. This one I do have high hopes for. This is Johnny Romita Jr. and Dan Abnett. One of the best writers and one of the best artists currently working in comics. I have high hopes for this. Although I have to admit, I still think the same thing that I did when I first saw the character concept is, oh my God, Martha Washington has a new series. Well, you know what? I probably shouldn't. Just because it's a black woman with the same blonde crop cup doesn't mean that they're ripping anybody off. And no offense to John Romita Jr., who's really good, but I think someone should have maybe thought about it. Anyways, this ties in, and the weird thing is, if somebody can explain this to me, the first 3 issues of this book, apparently with the cover, you open it up, you drop one down, pick one up, and this turns into a poster. Ah! You say, I got a poster. Well, no, because this is not part of the poster. It's an ad. Apparently you have to buy the first 3 or 4 issues of these books. Like, I open up this one, and it's different. So you put it next to this one. So apparently, I guess there's at least 1 or 2 more books come out. And I think that way it means you're going to have to rip the covers off. Although I'm assuming for a price you can get the intact cover. So, we'll see. As I say, for Damage, I don't have much hope. I'll find out if I'm right or not. And for Silences, because of the artist and writer involved, I'm looking forward to it, and I'll see what they're going to be doing. Demon Hell's Earth. I have feelings it's going to be my last issue of this. I picked it up. I don't even know why I picked it up. I wasn't impressed by the last issue, by number 2. I don't know where they're going with it. Oh, it's a 6-issue miniseries. Well, in that case, maybe I'll do all 6. Although, I don't know. It's, even at $2.99. If you're not really enjoying the series, who cares? Anyway, whatever. And I think this is going to be, I'm going to try to do 2 more books, and then we'll move on, because we'll finish off the DC. Doomsday Clock. I'm going to guess that this is the 12-issue miniseries, the 3rd issue, so I'm going to guess that probably in 2022, when the 12th issue comes out, and none of us are around or even remember. And I'm guessing, after, sometime during the next Korean War, maybe comics still won't be published, but we'll find out. Hopefully something that will be published is going to be issue 100 of Astro City. This is issue number 50. Kurt Busiek, Brett Anderson, 2 of the best folks in the business right now, and a wonderful cover by Alex Ross. And when has he ever done a not wonderful cover? But this is cool. I have to admit, Astro City used to be one of my favorite books way back when, and I just dropped when I stopped buying comic books for a couple of years. I never picked it back up. Well, anyway, so that's the first part of that. I may go back do some reviews later on. But I'm going to, as I say, because of my rambling, I'm going to split this into 2 videos. This is the end of video number 1. Peace out and see you on the other side.